Defense secretary and guy who believes that people will finally think he's cool if he just buys everybody in the bar Jägerbomb, Pete Hangover Hegseth, accidentally drunk texted secret battle plans to an Atlantic reporter in a Signal group chat. Pete Hegseth, who like Bender from Futurama, isn't really human, requires massive amounts of alcohol to function, and spends most of his time wasting our money at strip clubs, but is not nearly as lovable, cool, entertaining, or funny as Bender, but does certainly seem to want to kill all humans, decided that it would be a good idea to illegally use the texting app Signal to talk about secret battle plans. Now, this is illegal for a few reasons. First of all, because it's just not secure. But you'd think that after a decade of never shutting the fuck up about Hillary's emails that were sent on an unsecured server, they'd take a tad bit more seriously. Because this is exactly like that, except worse in every conceivable way. And it's also illegal because it's official communications, which means that it's required to have a record kept of them. You know, just for ethical accountability and transparency reasons and evidence in the next Nuremberg trials. That kind of stuff. And you know, it's hard to keep a record when Signal deletes all of its messages after 10 days. And you know, it was never officially recorded in the first place in government records. Or at least it wouldn't have officially been recorded if Hegseth hadn't downed a fifth of Jack Daniels, in addition to adding J.D. Vance and Marco Rubio to the chat. Also added the Atlantic's editor-in-chief, Jeffrey Goldberg, who I'm assuming had to hold himself back from responding new phone who dis to the group chat so he could take screenshots of them talking about bombing the Houthis in Yemen. A bombing operation that hadn't taken place yet, so was therefore highly secret and sensitive information. And one of these dudes who was on the group chat, I heard, was in Russia too, and I didn't bother to fact check that because what fucking difference does it make anymore? Hell, even if he was, it's not like Putin needed to spy on it. He's probably already in the group chat. Anyway, Goldberg then did what any good journalist would do and wrote a story telling everybody that Pete Hegseth drunk texted him secret battle plans and then showed screenshots to prove it. However, he did withhold screenshots that he felt had important or sensitive information because now apparently reporters hold more integrity than the Secretary of Defense when it comes to sensitive information for America's national security. And then after the White House confirmed that the messages were authentic, which you know it's bad when the White House doesn't even try lying about it, because those motherfuckers will lie about literally anything. They won't even be honest about how short and obese Trump is. And even they were like, yeah, no, we got nothing to deny this one on. And even after all of that, Hegseth was still like, oh my god, guys, nobody texted battle plans, okay? Goldberg's just a big meanie head and a liar. And I am paraphrasing only barely. Of all of the timelines in Marvel's multiverse, this is the dumbest fucking one. Deadpool couldn't find a dumber timeline than this shit. This is why satire is dead, guys. The Onion could not write a more ridiculous headline than the very real headline from The Atlantic: the Trump administration accidentally texts me its war plans. So guys, did we do it? Are we great yet so we can be done with whatever the fuck this is and go back to whatever the fuck it was we were before, when The Onion seemed more unrealistic than The Atlantic? Because like, I don't know what being great means anymore, but if this fucking stupidity is it, we need to go back.